Liverpool's transfer window is not done, not even close. Milos Kerkez is in, Jeremie Frimpong is signed, Florian Wirtz secured, and now Hugo Ekitike is the latest name to walk through the doors at Anfield. But trust me, there is more coming. And if the Isak rumours are true, things are about to get very scary for the Premier League and very quickly. I know Liverpool fans have been buzzing ever since seeing the Isak news come out, and rightly so. And don't worry, I will be breaking down Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak and how they fit into this Arne Slot system later. But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss my breakdowns. But today's video is bigger than just the strikers, because another forward isn't the only thing on Liverpool's radar. If they really want to go back to back under Arne Slot, and yes, I said it, back to back titles, then there are still a couple of key areas that they need to consider and give attention to. Right now, I'd say the squad is still quite short at centre back. Depending on what happens to Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez and even Harvey Elliott, there might be room for another attacker or winger. And then there's the midfield. Liverpool could sign a defensive midfielder who isn't a ball carrier but a passer, someone who can dictate the tempo and control the game from deep. So in this video, I'm going to break down each of those positions and give you one player that I believe really suits what Arne Slot wants with this Liverpool team, starting with the striker, and that is of course the obvious Alexander Isak. Some rival fans are laughing, saying it's stupid for Liverpool to sign both Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak, but let me explain something to you. This isn't just smart business, it could be a masterstroke from Liverpool, and it all makes perfect sense once you understand what's really happening at Liverpool. Going into pre-season, Liverpool was staring at a real problem up front. Darwin Núñez expected to be on his way out. We already know what happened with Diogo Jota, RIP to him, and Luis Diaz has been strongly linked with the move away. That was our three options up front for Liverpool last season. That leaves us with zero options going into the new season. So signing Hugo Ekitike wasn't just smart, it was essential. He's been a long-term target for a reason. His underlying numbers are outrageous. Liverpool simply couldn't ignore it. But here's the thing, they also couldn't afford to lose out on both Isak and Hugo Ekitike. So they moved fast and secured Hugo Ekitike before Newcastle even had a chance of getting him in. But even with Ekitike in the squad, we're still short one striker, and that's where Alexander Isak comes in. I'll be honest, I was pessimistic about Isak leaving Newcastle. I thought he was guaranteed to stay at Newcastle, but with them looking at Benjamin Sesko as a new striker and Alexander Isak literally telling them he wants to leave, there's a possibility it can happen. But why Isak? Because he's Premier League proven, he's world class, and he is in his prime. And if you're going to spend big, spend it on someone who you know is a guaranteed success in your team. Liverpool did that with Florian Wirtz, and now they are ready to do that with Alexander Isak. So much so that I'm hearing they are willing to break the British transfer record to get Alexander Isak in. And they're right, because Isak would make an instant impact. And there's an angle that nobody's talking about enough. This move is also about planning for a post Mohamed Salah future. He's gonna leave soon, and we already know how many goal involvement Salah gets every single season. So when he leaves, who replaces that? One of those players will be Alexander Isak, a 25-year-old 25 goal a season machine who's only going to get better with better players around him. Now some people say Ekitike and Isak can't coexist in the same team. I completely disagree. Look at the number of games in a season. Isak has had injury concerns in the past, and he will not be expected to play every game. And when he doesn't, you want Ekitike coming in to step in for him, because you don't want a massive drop in quality in the team. And that's very smart squad building in my opinion. Let's be clear, Alexander Isak is a complete striker. Yes, he scores goals, but his ball striking ability and movement in behind, yes, it's elite, but there's so much more to his game. He drops deep, he links up play, he holds off defenders, he plays dangerous final passes, and he presses like his life depends on it. He's not just a finisher, he is the engine of a modern attack. So if Liverpool get this deal over the line and add one more top centre-back, we're not just talking about a good season, we're talking about back-to-back Premier League titles under Arne Slot. But let's look at that centre-back that I was talking about. Let me be blunt. If Liverpool don't sign a centre-back, then they are being very stupid going into the new season, because it would be a disaster. Right now, we're one injury away at the back from chaos. And with Dean Huijsen off to Real Madrid, there's only one name mentioned that really makes sense, and that is Marc Guehi. At the moment, Liverpool have Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk at the back. Joe Gomez is the backup because there is no Jarrell Quansah, who has now been sold. And I just don't see a world where this transfer window ends and Liverpool have haven't brought in a centre-back. It would be too reckless. And with Huijsen gone, there's only one man that ticks every box, and that is Marc Guehi. We've talked about him before in quite a bit of detail, but the timing has never made more sense than it does now. He's entering the final year of his contract at Crystal Palace, and they want cash. They don't want him to see out his contract. He's available for 50 million according to Palace, but Liverpool can definitely drop that price tag. And honestly, just get it done, because he's not a stopgap. He's a Premier League proven, homegrown England international who's been one of the most consistent centre-backs in the Premier League in the last couple of seasons. He's calm under pressure, composed on the ball, and he's got elite positional awareness. He's more than capable of playing in a high line, which is key to Arne Slot's system. His short pass timing is excellent, but he can also play a long pass when needed. But what makes Guehi really valuable to Liverpool is his versatility. He can cover both sides of the defence, so if Virgil van Dijk can't play, Marc Guehi can cover that. If Ibrahima Konate can't play, then Marc Guehi can cover that side, so he'll play plenty of games. He's also a leader. Don't forget, this is a guy who's captained Crystal Palace, played in an FA Cup final and won that final for Crystal Palace. He's also played in the international stage for England, reaching the finals of the Euros. That's not just experience, that is presence. That's someone who can help fill the leadership role when Virgil van Dijk is out of the team. And here's the kicker. Signing Guehi definitely helps with our homegrown quota. In a squad being rebuilt for dominance, that matters, because when you look at it, we've lost the likes of Harvey Elliott, Tyler Morton, even Jarrell Quansah, Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's a lot of homegrown players that we are looking to get out. So we could definitely do with adding one homegrown player who is excellent. And there's another homegrown player at Crystal Palace that Liverpool should be interested in, and that is Adam Wharton. This one isn't just for now, but trust me, by next summer, he will be at the very top of Liverpool's list for signings. And if he keeps performing the way he is for Crystal Palace, there's no way Liverpool will ignore him. And I'm talking about Adam Wharton, the midfield maestro that Crystal Palace have, who has been excellent since he signed for them. Right now, Liverpool's options in that deep-lying midfield role are mostly ball carriers. You've got Gravenberch, you've got Szoboszlai, people who love to drive with the ball forward. McAllister is probably the only one who really fits that passing profile, but let's be honest, he's too risky to be a lone number 6. Arne Slot previously wanted Martin Zubimendi, and that tells you exactly the type of player he wants in that role. A controller, a tempo setter, and that's why Adam Wharton is the one to watch. He's already one of the best young passers in the game. His composure under pressure, the vision, the weight of pass, seriously, it's all top class. He's the kind of player who controls the rhythm of the game, the way Slot wants his deep midfielder too. He knows when to recycle possession, when to slow things down, when to switch it up, and to top it off, he is left-footed, which adds a whole new dimension to Liverpool's midfield. But I don't think he's just a silky passer. He does so much work out of possession for Crystal Palace. He's so impressive. He can be aggressive and tight to his man when you need him to. He's also comfortable making sure he's in the right positions so that he can always intercept passes. His intelligence on the pitch is absolutely brilliant, and that mix of maturity and discipline that he has is very rare for a player at his age. And with time, with the right coaching, Wharton could become Liverpool's long-term number 6. He's got shades of Michael Carrick about him. Calm, elegant, but always in control. And of course, let's not forget, like I mentioned earlier, he's homegrown. And that is a big deal. With so many homegrown players leaving, Liverpool could definitely do with signing more homegrown players. I don't think it will happen this summer because there's so many other positions that Liverpool need to focus on, and the midfield is quite stacked currently. But next summer, don't be surprised. And I'm telling you right now, Adam Wharton will be the priority. And speaking of priorities for this summer though, there's still one more player that I think Liverpool need in the team for their squad to be complete. And I'm talking about a winger. And if Liverpool sell Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, Federico Chiesa all this summer and only sign Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike, I think we will be left short going forward. And the one position that I think we're getting left short is the winger position. So I'm going to look at two players for this one. One is a Galactico and one is a future star. But let me lay it down for you. If Núñez, Diaz and Chiesa are all sold and Liverpool secure Isak, this is what the attacking options look like. We've got Cody Gakpo at left wing, with Florian Wirtz and Dominic Szoboszlai able to cover that side, and Rio Ngumoa looking like a talent. Through the middle, of course, we have Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak. And on the right, you have Mohamed Salah, maybe Ben Doak if he stays, though if a good offer comes in, he's definitely leaving. And don't forget, Jeremie Frimpong can also provide depth at right wing. But even with all of that, Liverpool are clearly really lacking a profile in their wingers. And that is the one that's very good 1v1. Someone who's fast, someone who's really going to take his man on and create problems for opposition defenses. Now, the dream signing is Rodrygo. Let's be honest, he'd be the marquee addition. But it's only realistic if Isak doesn't happen to Liverpool. Madrid would demand big money, Rodrygo would demand big money, and he needs to push for the move himself. And right now, he definitely doesn't want to leave Real Madrid. Every single time I see him come out, it sounds like he wants to stay at the club. But if he does want to leave, then Liverpool are definitely interested. And Rodrygo has the potential to be a superstar. Originally as a left winger, he is absolutely brilliant. He got moved to the right to accommodate Vinicius and Mbappe, which you have to. But he's adapted beautifully. His ball striking ability is ridiculous. He scored so many long-range strikes. He's creative. He links up with his teammates brilliantly. He's comfortable coming deep and making sure he links up play with his midfielders as well. And he works incredibly hard off the ball. And that is rare at Real Madrid. And that's why he stands out. And the fact he can cover both wings because he's played so many games at right wing as well as left wing, that could be massive for Liverpool. But if Rodrygo doesn't push for the move and Isak does sign, then Liverpool might need to pivot to a bit of a cheaper alternative winger. And that for me has to be Malick Fofana from Lyon. Even though they've avoided relegation, Fofana is definitely on the market and Liverpool are already keeping a close eye on his situation. He is electric. He's fast, he's two-footed, he's equally dangerous off the left as he is on the right. He can dribble both ways, shoot off either foot, and when he gets going, he is hard to stop. He's also another player who gives you flexibility. He could allow Salah to rest, he could allow Gakpo to rest, and he can rotate seamlessly with the likes of Frimpong, Gakpo and Wirtz. He's young, exciting, and he's available for a price that Liverpool probably can't ignore. So whether it's a blockbuster move for Rodrygo or the smart signing of Fofana, Liverpool still have one more piece to add into attack. And let's be real here though, Liverpool probably won't sign all of the players that I have just spoken about. This isn't Football Manager. The club have spent a lot of money already, and if Alexander Isak is next, that is a huge amount that Liverpool have spent on signings. Of course, player sales will help. Darwin Núñez going for a big price, Diaz going for a big price, and even Harvey Elliott probably going for a big price. That frees up space and budget. But if I had to bet on it, I think Liverpool wrap up the window with Alexander Isak or Rodrygo and a centre-back, and then they call it a day. The other position, whether that's a striker or winger and midfielder, will probably wait until the next summer. That being said, don't be surprised if the winger is also added, because Malick Fofana could be available this summer, and that is someone that Liverpool are definitely interested in, especially if Federico Chiesa does leave. There's genuine interest, and if Liverpool can pull all of this off that I've said, by the way, this becomes the best transfer window we've ever seen since Real Madrid in 2009. That's how wild this transfer window has been, and I'm so surprised because I've never seen it as a Liverpool fan before. We've never been this active in the market before. And the best part is, no one can accuse Liverpool of buying the league. This is elite recruitment, elite coaching, and smart planning. Think about it. Last season, we only signed Chiesa, yet Arne Slot still managed to win the Premier League by maximizing the talent that is Mohamed Salah. Now imagine what he can do next season when he's able to maximize Florian Wirtz, Mohamed Salah, Hugo Ekitike, Alexander Isak, Cody Gakpo. And the scary part is, these signings won't overshadow Mohamed Salah. They'll only elevate him. With the level of support that we're bringing around him that he didn't have last season, Salah will actually have an even better season in this one than he did in the last one. And now don't get me wrong, Arsenal and Manchester City have improved too. Chelsea look better. But have they improved enough to be able to match Liverpool with how many improvements Liverpool have made? I don't think so. Arne Slot will go into that new season with depth, with flexibility and firepower. And yes, more selection headaches, but that's exactly what he wanted last season. Liverpool's attack will be one of the best in the world, and they will remain right at the top of the Premier League. Back-to-back titles isn't a dream anymore. It's genuinely realistic and a very real possibility. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of Liverpool's potential remaining transfer moves this summer. Now I want to hear from you. Who would you sign if you were in charge of Liverpool's recruitment right now? Drop your picks in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I upload and when the next video drops. I've been away for a couple of weeks because of exams, but now I'm back and I will be uploading regularly again. Thanks for watching and peace.